So tonight I'm going to film a quick little video on what I carry with me when I'm traveling on an airplane in my carry-on bag. I've been loving these videos recently for some reason. I've actually watched a couple of them within the last few months, and I just think that they're really fun and they've kind of sparked new ideas in me on what to bring with me when I'm traveling. I just think it's kind of cool to see what other people consider to be like their travel essentials. I would say I definitely do a fair amount of traveling for somebody my age. I always take a couple big trips a year, and then of course there's always like little smaller ones scattered in between those. So I'm traveling quite often, and just through trial and error I've kind of come up with my good base of essential things that I know I need with me when I'm traveling. Also, if you guys see what this is, it's not like a hickey or a bruise or anything. It's one of those little metallic tattoos that's like rubbed off, but even though I've showered and bathed a couple times in the last few days, for some reason it's like cemented to my skin and I can't get it off. So it's just like the remnants left over from that. I can link it down below if you guys want to see like what I'm talking about, but don't mind it for this video. It's just gonna chill with us for now. And I just had to address that because I'm sure somebody will notice it and point it out. So if you guys are interested in seeing what I carry with me when I'm traveling on an airplane, then just keep watching because I'm just going to jump right into it. So this is the bag that I use. It's Michael Kors, and I believe it's called the Medium Travel Logo Tote or something like that. I will put the exact name on the screen for you guys, along with the link in the bottom bar, of course, like I always do. This actually used to be my everyday purse, but I ended up not really liking it for that because it's so big and it has a lot of compartments in it, and I personally would just rather like a smaller structured bag for my everyday purse. So I ended up using it for traveling once, and I really liked how it worked out, and I've just been using it ever since then. I think I've had it for about 2 years now, but I believe it's still on the website, so I will put the link down below for you guys like I said. So I'm not really going to show you guys in any specific order. I'm just going to kind of grab it how I see it. So the first thing that I see in here is my cell phone. Of course, I always carry this with me. It's the iPhone 5 and it is cracked, and then the phone case I have on it is just like a little cat phone case. This is from Kate Spade, so nothing exciting, but of course that comes with me everywhere. I also of course have my passport. I am flying internationally this time. For those of you who don't know, I am Canadian, so I do of course have a Canadian passport with me. And then over top of it I just have this cute little black and gold cover that I got from Victoria's Secret. I actually bought this in a duty-free shop in one of the airports last time I was traveling, but if it's still on the website I can put the link down below to that for you guys as well if you want to check it out for yourself. But of course that is a travel necessity when you're traveling international. I also have my little travel wallet. This is also by Michael Kors, and it is the one that matches the bag that I have. I don't really like to carry a full-size wallet with me when I travel just because I don't like to have a bunch of like unnecessary loose change and gift cards and stuff. Like my wallet's pretty cluttered, so I just like to transfer the important things over to this little one because it's way less bulky for me. So I just have some of my business cards in here, and then I've got like my debit and credit card and my photo ID, and then I've got a Starbucks gift card because there's usually a Starbucks in airports. And then I've got some loose cash with me for the airport, and then I also have my Alberta healthcare card. I don't know if I'm even going to need that internationally, but I have it. And then I also have a little bus pass with me that my grandma gave me. It's like one of the last things that she ever gave to me, and I have some sort of a weird emotional attachment to it, so I always carry it in my other wallet just for like good luck, and like I said, it's like an emotional attachment thing. So I just transferred it over to this wallet to bring with me when I'm traveling for safekeepings. So that's all I keep in there. Like I said, it's just kind of like the basic things because I don't like to carry too much in my wallet with me. I also have a random pack of wet wipes with me. These are the Say Yes to Cucumber Soothing Hypoallergenic Facial Wipes. Whenever I travel, I feel really gross by the end of the trip, and especially when you're like touching stuff in the airport and eating and drinking, and I just always end up feeling really grimy. So I just like to have something with me to like wipe my hands and my phone and stuff down with after I'm like touching everything because I just feel really gross. So I just have these ones because they're in a little trial size, and then if I just want to like wipe off my makeup or something, I'll have them with me too. So they're pretty convenient, and I just like to always carry something like that with me. I also have a little makeup bag in here. This is just like a plain black one from Style Haul that zips up, just because I like to carry just some little essentials with me to touch myself up after I get off the plane and I'm like about to hit humanity again. So in here I just carry some basic little essential things. I've got a face powder. This is the Benefit Hello Flawless powder. I love this stuff because it's actually got a decent coverage to it, and as you guys can see I need a new one. I've like majorly hit pan, so I keep that in there. And then I also have the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. This is just for under my eyes and kind of around my nose and stuff. And then I've got 3 lip balms in here because obviously I'm very excessive like that. So one of them is the Carmex Moisture Plus. This is like a really moisturizing kind of softening lip balm because my lips always get like hella dry when I travel. And then I've got the Burts Refreshing Grapefruit Lip Balm. This one is more of like a medicated feeling lip balm, and it's really good when they're like really dry and chapped. And then I've got a Baby Lips Dr. Rescue in Berry Soft. And then I also have a mascara. It's the Benefit Roller Lash. This is just my favorite mascara at the moment. And then I've got a powder brush by Eco Tools. That's obviously just for that Benefit powder that I had in there. And then I also have some anti-redness eye drops. My eyes always get really bloodshot when I travel for some reason. So I just keep those in there to toss on so that I don't look so dead when I get off the plane. And that's actually all that I keep in there. So just basically some essential stuff that I can use to touch myself up when I get off the airplane before I see other humans again. And I've also got a little pair of pink headphones. These are just like no-name brand that I think I actually bought in an airport once because I forgot to bring mine with me. And I also have a little mini mouthwash in here. This is a brand new one. I always carry mouthwash with me when I travel, especially when it's like a really long flight, because when you're eating all that stuff and you're kind of stuck without brushing your teeth for so long, I like to just have something to like rinse my mouth out with and make it feel like minty and refreshed again. So I just buy the little ones because they're allowed to come on the plane with you. I also have a random Revlon nail file in here. I'm one of those people who like loves to file and play with my nails when I'm getting anxiety, so I carry that with me pretty much at all times, even in my purse on a daily basis. I also carry a little bottle of a St. Ives lotion with me. This is just a deep restoring 24-hour moisture lotion. The reason why I carry this with me is because I do wear a self-tan, and whenever I get on a plane, my skin gets so dry, and my skin always ends up like rubbing off the tan, and I always end up really patchy afterwards. So I like to carry this with me just to throw on the plane or in between flights because it is a really deep moisturizing lotion. So it kind of just keeps my skin really soft and helps my tan not to like slough off so easily. Plus it smells really good, so that's a plus. I've got a small little deodorant with me. This is just a Dove Go Fresh Cool Essentials deodorant. This is pretty self-explanatory, just so I can kind of refresh myself in between flights, especially when I'm on a plane for a long time. I just like to have something to make me feel clean and kind of smell good again. And then I also just have a little bottle of Tylenol Extra Strength. I do get headaches a lot when I travel. I think just from like the pressure change and stuff, it seems like my ears always get really plugged and they always hurt really bad. And I always get really bad headaches. So I like to carry like an Advil or a Tylenol with me just so that I can kind of kick it in the butt before it gets me really bad. This is where things get interesting. I also have a adult coloring book in here. I do get a little bit of anxiety when I travel for some reason. I've never been somebody who likes being on airplanes. I get really scared, especially on turbulence and stuff. I'm just one of those people who's like very nervous on a plane. So to help me relax, I just like to put in earphones and listen to music, and then kind of like throw myself into a little hobby like this to keep me busy and focused on something other than the fact that I'm in an airplane. So I bought this one at Barnes & Noble for like, I think $6 or something. I don't even remember, but I will link it down below for you guys if you're interested in checking it out. It just basically is like full of really intricate designs that are like really detailed and small. I've always been a pretty artistic person. I loved coloring and drawing as a kid, so for me this is very entertaining and I can definitely pass a good hour or two doing this, so that's why it comes in handy for me so much. And I just find that when I have this with me, I don't feel as nervous, and it kind of just helps me like relax and think about something other than the fact that I'm like thousands of feet up in the air. So, and then of course to go with that I have a pack of pencil crayons. I like the 24 packs because they have kind of like the in-between colors. I'm not so much of like a basic shade kind of person. I need to have more variety in my life, so I like these ones just because they have like kind of those cooler colors. And I'm definitely a pencil crayon person, not a crayon person, because crayons get all waxy and like build up on the page and stuff, and I just like how I can like shade lightly with these ones or go really hard and opaque with them. So I don't know if you guys need to know that or not, but I'm definitely a pencil crayon person. I also have a book in here. This is the Heaven is for Real book. I've actually already seen the movie when it came out in theaters, but my mom just brought this back with her from Hawaii, and she brought it into my room and asked me if I wanted to read it. So I said that I would because I loved the movie, and I think that books are always better than movies, so I think that I'm still really going to enjoy enjoy it. And I just think it's going to come in handy at some point on the trip because I'll probably get sick of coloring with my coloring book like a 5-year-old and maybe want to do something else. So I am excited to read it anyways, even though I've seen the movie. And yeah, it's called Heaven is for Real, and it's by Todd Burpo with Lynn Vincent. So that's all that I have in like the main compartments of the purse, and as you guys can see, there's like this zippered area in the middle. So in there I just keep a couple little things. I keep my Erin Condren Life Planner in here. This is the gray one with the metallic gold design on it, and then it just says my name, Rhea Estelle, in the corner. And I like to carry this with me because I pretty much have my whole life in here. I'm the type of person who like needs to have some sort of organization in my life. So when I found this online, I just thought that it was perfect because it's all color coded and it's got all of the months in it, and it's got little stickers that you can use to keep yourself even more organized. So it's definitely perfect for somebody like me who gets anxiety when I don't keep organized. I highly recommend looking into these if you've never seen them before. I can put the link down below for you guys. They are a little bit pricey, but in my opinion, totally worth it because like I said, I literally almost have my whole life in here. So I carry this with me everywhere, especially because I am going to be gone for over a week. So if anything comes up in between the time that I leave and the time I get back, I can just put it in here and I don't have to worry about missing anything. And I've got a little random pen in here. This is just from Benefit, and it's just like a black clicky pen, so I just use that to write in my planner with. And then the last thing that I have in here is my iPad mini. I carry this with me for entertainment purely. It's got a little crack on it, which makes me really sad, but I like this because I have all of like the Gossip magazine apps on it in my newsstand. So I've got like Fashion Magazine, Cosmopolitan Magazine, People Magazine, People Style Watch, In Touch, and OK Magazine. So I have like all of the Kardashian gossip and stuff on there, and I like that more than buying the actual magazines because every time I buy an actual magazine, I don't want to carry it with me afterwards, and I end up just kind of leaving it somewhere random or throwing it out, and it just seems like such a waste. So I like this because I can buy the newest versions of the magazines right off my iPad, and I just find it way easier because it just like gets billed to my credit card with my iTunes stuff. So I love this for those newsstand apps, and then I also have a couple of games on here that I'm like addicted to. One of them is called AA or Double A, I think is what you would call it, but it's like this super addicting game where you do different levels and has like this rotating circle, and then you have to like tap it and get the little sticks like in between the ones that are rotating, and then if you get it wrong it like fails you out. So I'm on level 11 right now, and this literally entertains me for like hours, and my boyfriend is totally entertained by stuff like this too, so he'll be with me and I just know that it'll like keep us busy for a little while. So I have that with me just so I can read and then play some games on there. And then in the bottom of my purse, I just have a bunch of like loose change. This is probably from the last time I was traveling, so clearly I'm too lazy to put it back in a wallet, but I'm sure it'll come in handy at some point throughout my travels anyways. So that's actually it for what is in my travel bag. It's nice and empty now, and I get to repack it all after this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I will put links to everything important down below for you guys, and then of course I'll just have mentions of all the products in here. And then I'll also link my Twitter and my Instagram down below for you guys like always. If you guys are going anywhere fun for spring break, definitely let me know in the comments down below. And if you guys are going anywhere, be safe and have fun, of course. And I love you guys all so much, and I will talk to you guys all in my next video.